9-fold. One raise, 300. 2-fold. 3-fold. 4-fold. 5-fold. Call. 6 calls. 7 folds. 8 folds. Jack of hearts, 7 of spades. Jack of hearts, 7 of spades. Thank you. Heads up. Always the case.
I don't think it's good anyway.
Yeah.
Plus it gives a lot of information for the guys that are there.
Just the people in the hand, please, guys. 1 bet, 275. Six calls.
I don't think it's good.
Right?
I don't think it's good.
No, guys, can we not talk about the hand while it's still in progress, please? One bet's 400. One bet's 400. Six raised, 1.6, just another 500. That's a 500.
Oh, that's a 500.
Yeah. Yes. One fold.
That's why I like to speak my intention because it's good.
Guys, welcome back from the break. We are live until we find a winner for the Aplpt Southport Sharks $480 main event. My name is Liam Murray, if you are not familiar, but I'm sure you are. I'm sure you've maybe heard the name, but maybe not the voice. Benny Namatai under the gun. Ben Turner with 7.8 million chips. Katsu Muramatsu, sorry, with 2.9. Chris Mitten with 3.4. Fiorino Lagrazia with 8 million chips. Constantine Sinkari, Farhad Mahajirani, Stephen Smith and Declan Liu rounding out our final table. As far as final tables goes, guys, this one is pretty deep. A testament to how good the new main event structure is, the Aplpt. The $480 price point. I would say one of the better structures at that price point in the market, if not the best. don't really know if it's the best. I don't know for sure if it's the best because of course, I don't final table very often, so I don't look how good the structure is.
8 fold.
You can see the team working hard in the background,
9 fold.
packing up the Sharks event. Of course, all of the events wrapping up today.
Nine check.
225.
6 bet. 225.
Constantine flopping top pair. Declan will come along with the king high flush draw. 1 over and any spade will make a flush for him.
Nine check.
Now, Big Blind's going to have more fives than
6 bet.
Constantine
650.
is, but Constantine is definitely going to protect his hand.
Nine fold.
Declan's going to let it go. Disciplined fold.
Take it.
That's how you come to have 5 million chips in the main. Our payout structure tonight, guys, these players are all guaranteed $5,500.
Two raise. 250. 3 fold. 4 fold. 5 fold. 6 fold. 7 fold.
Thank you very much to everyone who is joining us live tonight for the coverage. If you're in the future watching the replay, I hope you're enjoying it as
8
well.
folds.
Again, my name is Liam Murray.
9 fold.
I'll be taking you through to the winner of tonight's main. Sounds like our good friend Kleber Piccioni is off to sleep. Good night, mate. Hopefully you have a good night's rest. Roaring Toy with some love for his boys Ben Turner and Declan Liu. If you're out there watching, who are you cheering along? Who is your pick for the win tonight? $250 if you're watching along on Facebook and YouTube. I can't find us on Twitch. I'll have to try and figure it out. Found you Twitch. Play APL on Twitch. Australian Play APL on YouTube as well, and the Australian Poker League on Facebook. Found you, boys. Twitch is where it's at. I don't know. I might start playing tic-tac-toe on Twitch and live streaming that.
bets. 550.
Ben Turner sizing up the turn. Ben knows that the most likely hand or holding that his opponent does have is a flush draw, so he wants to price out the opponent, but he's actually giving him a pretty good price. His opponent getting about 4 to 1. Benny is going to come along. Ben fading a spade. And that is not the spade that Benny was chasing. Hopefully for him, he doesn't turn his hand into a bluff.
One check.
No, he does. He does check. Wouldn't be surprised if we see Ben jam this river. Hoping that Benny is trapping him, but of course we know he's not. We do see Ben jam.
2.5 million. 1 call.
Benny lets it go. Why did we see Ben jam rather than bet 400 or 500,000 on the river? Well, Ben had an extremely strong hand towards the top of his range, top 2 pair. If Benny had a hand like 2 pair himself, would be a very difficult hand to fold. So Ben went for the lot rather than being scared of a set. Ben went for the whole lot, which he will often do. And that is how we accumulate such a big stack. And so many big blinds. 9.3 million for Ben Turner now. Fiorino with 8 million still. Constantine and Declan with over 5 million. And everyone else hovering between the 1 and 2 million mark. Chris, Mitten and Katsu Muramatsu just about the 3 million mark. So still plenty of play left in it. Which means we're going to be here a while. Thankfully for me, you guys are all here joining me. 24 big blinds under the gun for Katsu. He will be opening the action. 2.5 bigs for him. Farhad, just 8.8 blinds. Ace-10 suited. Probably going to be good enough to go with. Katsu has opened under the gun 9-handed though, so it is a pretty tight, condensed opening range from that position. You'd expect any pair from sort of 6s up. And of course, all of the premium hands, like Ace King, Ace Queen, Ace Jack, Ace 10, King Queen, Queen Jack. Queen Jack probably even gets folded, to be honest, from that position, given that they're 9-handed. So a disciplined fold from Farhad. It's too good to... And Ben lets it go with 6-3 offsuit in the big blind. Yeah, what I was going to say is Farhad facing the open from under the gun 9-handed Ace-10 doesn't really perform too well if Katsu is towards the top of his range. Unfortunately for Farhad, he was indeed at the bottom with the Ace-3 suited. That's what I reckon anyway. Opal making reference to Benny chasing a flush with 9-4 all the way to the river is wild. I mean, mathematically, the price was pretty good for Benny. He was getting about 4 to 1 on the turn. And he elected to call.
Raised to 250.
The show goes on. Big Ben Turner.
Fold. Fold.
King Jack from middle position for Farhad. This is definitely an open. And Ben in the small blind with King 5 suited, not going to be able to do much. It's a strange tank. No, it was not a tank. It was Benny not realizing the action was on him. I was wondering what was going through his head. Unfortunately for Farhad, he's going to find the bad news when we see Katsu with ace-jack suited in the big blind. Can't imagine much else other than seeing a jam here. Both players, 2 of our shorter stacks. Katsu is going to jam. And Farhad, I imagine, will probably let it go. King Jack off is definitely a hand that you would like to open, but you can't do a huge amount against this jam from Katsu. The reason we expect him to fold more often than not is what kind of hands will Katsu jam? He's probably not jamming King 10. He would jam pocket 8s, 9s and 10s. And of course he would jam jacks, queens and probably kings as well. So King Jack doesn't do too well against that range of hands that play as a jam over the middle position open. So great fold from Farhad. We've had him on the feature for, well, it's got to be a couple of hours now, and unfortunately for him, he hasn't had an opportunity to do much just yet. Plenty of love for Chris Mitten in the Facebook chat from Christine Mitten and McDermott, Glenn O, and Patrick Fitzgarry. I have a feeling that Chris might have just updated his group chat that he's on stream. So all the best to him. Yeah, Sam Ingram, I do agree. He has not been blessed by the deck just yet. And the fold there with King Jack is great discipline. The interesting thing for Farhad with just 6.5 bigs, 6.5 bigs is still a stack you can jam over an open and have them fold. So it's good to see him protect those 6.5 big blinds. Fiorino has opened with ace 10 and the cutoff has jammed with ace 9. If Fiorino does make the call, we will see him as a dominant favourite. I think as a chip leader, you're probably going to see him put it in. Yep, he does. Benny going to need one of 3 9s. He does have live suits as well, so If Kyle can deliver a flush, he'll be, of course, over the moon about that. But more often than not, the ace-10 will hold.
Oh,
Holy Lord. Straight flush draw for ace-9 on the flop. Does it feel like too many outs, chat? Let us know what you think.
GG.
It's too many outs. TMO. We do lose Benny in 9th place for $5,285. I mean, if you're going to get it in with ace-9 against ace-10, flopping a straight flush draw is the way to go.
No, cheeky dog. Was there a 10 on the board?
Jack.
Oh, that was a jack. Okay. Yeah.
And against him, I had
No, yeah.
against him, I had a set of 5s.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I know. I watched it.
Ryan Milne giving a shout out to the North Queensland crew. The best players in Queensland are all at the APL Keppel in central Queensland. Congratulations to AJ and the team in North Queensland. I did keep an eye on that over the weekend, and there was plenty of support there. Twitch chat going off as well. I'm so proud of myself. I was able to find the excuse me. Just catching up on the Twitch chat. Bhagwan has asked, hey guys, can I ask who won the Centurion last night? Centurion was the night before, and we saw Alex Linsky win the Centurion. And we see, we saw Evan Miho, who was a Centurion final tableist as well, take the victory in the Jack Star. Why don't we see Ben bet Geo on the turn so it wasn't such a massive shove on the river? I agree, but I think Ben was extracting value rather than looking to get stacks in. Do you know what I mean? Like he was trying to find a call rather than, he probably analysed that his opponent was pretty weak, which he was with the 9-4 suited, and Ben had an extremely strong hand with top pair, great kicker. We won't get in the weeds too far, but sizing in your bets is definitely relevant to your opponent's hand as well. Insanity asking, ace-3 suited is an open under the gun, right? Ace-2 suited isn't. Depends on stack depth and also the action of the players behind you. You will tend to find an under the gun open will be a pretty snug range. Just depends on how confident you are post and what the tendencies of your opponents behind have. But I would agree, ace deuce is probably not a hand I'd open. Ace 3, it's pretty similar, but it's just slightly better. But yeah, very similar between ace 5 to ace deuce. Of course, folding the ace 6, 7, 8, and 9, and then we start opening the ace 10, jack, queen, king as well. Suited variety is a hand we like a lot more. And I would agree with you, ace 10 is a hand we need to call off the jam with while we have the chip lead and can swing those chips around. Anyway, back to the live action. Twitch, you'll have to wait. We have Stephen Smith in early position with pocket kings. The small blind, Fiorini, has come along with king 4, and our big blind, Constantine, has also come along with jack 9. Stephen can't know that his kings are still in front. That ace will be a very scary card, but it does favour his range, so he will bet. and he's going to win the pot because these guys are going to have to get out of the way.
Fold. Fold. Fold.
Sorry, I completely missed that Constantine had made middle pair. For him, he's going to have to call the jam on the river. Sorry, jam on the turn. Unless Stephen checks back. Which I imagine he probably can't.
Bet.
We'd rather elect to bet
25.
than check and then face a decision for our chips on the river, I believe. Who can know, though, honestly? There's a reason I'm in the commentary booth. It's not because I'm winning too many tournaments. River, an 8. Stephen has somehow found the maximum value for this one. I think, wow, he's going to jam. Gangster. Constantine, even though he does have a lot of chips, you don't really want to be giving away another 3 bigs here. It's pretty hard to imagine a bluff from Stephen. Sorry, a worse hand than a 9.
475.
Which of course we need.
Call. Showdown, please.
He does flick it in and call.
Oh, not sure.
I agree. It is an unexpected thing to see kings win on that board. A more traditional thing would be to see the 9 fold the river.
Guys, can we just a little rule from the production team? We need anything off the table that's not chips, cards, anything like that. Card protectors, so headphones off the table, and the rail, please no phones. It's gonna be in pocket. Card protectors phone, yeah. In pocket and away, and if you need to use it, step away for us, okay? Thanks, guys.
I think it's interfering with
Big banter.
it's interfering with the
I was wondering where the stylish hat came from of Mr. Mitten, but we've just been made aware that the hat he is wearing is of Irish descent from his grandfather, which is pretty cool.
Fold.
Ben's white Nike cap is also from his granddad, Tiger Woods.
Fold. Fold.
And Fiorino's glasses are from his local dealer.
Easy game, Ben.
Yeah.
5 more.
Declan Lou and the top knot.
Call.
I don't know where Declan got the top knot from. Certainly not from me. Pocket 9s for Farhad. This will be going in. He's going to have to run it.
All in.
And he's going to get it through. Ace 5 and King 10, not hands you want to be calling. You'd much prefer to see a raise from either of those hands rather than call.
Fold. Nice fold.
Ryan, I missed your comment earlier, but thank you, mate, for the compliment on the hand analysis. I'm very fortunate to have some of the best brains in the game in my personal circle. Some of the best that Australia has to offer. So I'm lucky enough to have picked up plenty from them. Certainly not perfect, but I'll always try and share a little bit of what I know when I can,
Small blind, please.
but not too much because that's boring. Game theory optional is what I prefer.
Small blind. Oh, thank you.
Ace Queen for Declan under the gun.
Reds. 325.
It's going to open. 325, just over a min.
Fold.
When we say a min, not Riazardi, a min raise.
Fold.
Ace Queen suited for Chris Mitten in the hijack. Ace Queen suited versus the under the gun open will be a hand that you want to 3-bet. Start extracting a little bit more value from Declan's weaker portion of the opens, but we can see that it's Ace Queen O. Chris out in front with another 6% because he does have the suited variety. I imagine Declan will have to continue versus that size, which is essentially just a min raise. And Queen 10 for Stephen, going to have to get out of the way. Even if he doesn't want to, he'd be calling against Declan, but can't call against a 3-bet.
Call.
It's catching up on Twitch.
Check.
Wagwan in the Twitch chat. You think King 10-0 is a call? Mate, you find me someone who's jamming there with King 10-0 and I'll give you this job. Get out of the solvers.
Check.
We all know they exist, but you can certainly not find one that is going to have a hand like King 10-0 in that spot. Ahmad. My name is Liam Murray. I'm the commentator for this session. I'm a poker player from Brisbane and thankfully joined the commentary team late last year when the seat was temporarily vacated by Mr. Jordan Bromley, who you will be familiar with from the APL Million campaign and also Jordan's live commentary from the last few years as well.
See in the field.
Huh?
See in the field.
Chris Mitten, the little leprechaun, gets the pot. I assumed he was Irish, but I definitely know it now after hearing him speak. Down to 8. Our chip leader, Fiorino Agrazia, with 9.2 million.
Fold.
Sorry, Ben is chip leader with 9.4.
Fold. 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 Fold.
Owen in the YouTube chat. Wow, what just happened? Which one are you speaking about, mate? What was the hand you're referring to or the change?
Raise. 380. Fold.
Ahmad, thank you for the compliment. Dave must be a good-looking fella too. If you're comparing my voice and tone to him, I know you didn't say I was good-looking, but I'm going to turn it into that kind of compliment. Rory Cummins, he's now a West Aussie sandgroper. Can someone please explain to me where the term sandgroper comes from? I've heard it a couple of times, and it is very much, it's one of the strangest things I've ever ever heard. Someone has to explain it. I know it's not rude, so I'm very confident that I can ask that question on stream, but what is a sand groper, and why are you West Australian sand gropers?
Raise. 400.
Pocket sevens for Mr. Guinness, Chris Mitten. You guys realise that I'm just going to make all of the Irish references I can now that I know he's got people back home watching him. Steve Smith on the button with ace king off.
Call. It's 400.
Does make the call. Interesting decision from Steve there. Be plenty of people who do choose to 3-bet, but by flatting, he actually keeps in all the worst aces as well. So he's disguising the strength of his hand. I personally would probably like to see a 3-bet, but I can get behind the call. Pocket twos and pocket sevens race to flop a set. Neither for them, but Steve Smith with the ace king in the driver's seat. 1.4 million in the middle for his 3.1 million stack, about half of it. I can imagine he's going to be betting when check to.
Bet 450.
We do see a bet for 450,000. Sevens for Chris. Not much else out there other than a king, so, but, I mean, good luck to you if you're bluffing two opponents from early position without the king in that spot. So he does let it go correctly. Just seen Chris have a drink from a coffee cup. Do you reckon there's Guinness in it? Or maybe meat and potatoes. That was an awful accent to anyone watching along in Ireland, but it was said with love. All right, I've had a couple of answers around the sand groper in WA. Perth is surrounded by sand. So they have a lot of sand in WA, which makes a huge amount of sense.
Fold. Fold.
Ah, Sam Ingram. Sand gropers are bugs native to WA, and turns out Australians aren't that creative. Are you kind of referring to the way that we call Dave's Davo, or Sam's Sammy, or Tim's Timo, or Frank's Frankie? We're not as creative as we imagined we'd all like to be.
Raise.
Jamie LeBreton. How is Ace King not checking back that flop? Well, both opponents in the hand could actually be opening hands that do contain a king. And all of the best kings would traditionally 3-bet pre-flop. So by leading the turn, by leading the flop, he starts building the pot early, and he can potentially stack a worse king if he starts betting the flop. I've got so many screens going on at the moment, trying to look after Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. I don't know how those streamers do it, but once I get my set of decks so I can become a Twitch bedroom DJ, I'll have to let you guys know on the next stream. Shockmouth in the YouTube chat. Stephen's had a great weekend. Mate, you talk about performances. Extremely deep run in the Jackstar and a final table in the main. Great to see and a testament to his poker. No doubt. Thanks.
Five fold.
No doubt thanks to his brother Terry and his coaching.
Six raise.
Terry, of course, the better looking of the brothers.
Seven fold.
Guys, there is a combined chat monitoring service that you can use. I don't have it at the moment, but I'll message Brendan, our stream guru, and see if I can tee that up. That's probably a pretty good idea. Actually, it's an excellent idea. Let me do that.
Two calls. Three calls. Four calls. Three plus. Six bets.
Aces for Constantine. Ace 9 suited for Steve Smith in the hijack.
Eight calls. Two calls.
7-6 suited for Ben on the button. He's going to let it go.
That's it.
Holding.
Six is all in. Eight calls.
Holy dooly. Haven't we got a pot here? One pair and a flush draw versus an overpair. So Stephen needing any diamond or a 9,
I
and
believe six is all in.
6-6.
Constantine will win with anything else.
We have an all in a call on the final table of the main event.
Pair and a flush draw is a pretty good hand, except when your opponent has the overpair blocking your
On a
2-pair draw.
turn, king 9, 6-5 with 2 diamonds. Needs to play like a king, sorry, 9 or a diamond. River cards 4 spades.
River is not going to deliver Stephen the parcel he needed.
Just three red.
Constantine will double. I think that'll put him towards the top of the chip lead, if not the chip leader. 8.6 million for Constantine. 9.2 for Fiorino as well.
2 million, 3 million, and 60. What's first fruit? 2 million, 3 million, and just 60. 60, 6 sorry.
Thanks.
Dockmouth. Yes, you did jinx him. You are solely responsible for
7 fold. 8 fold. 9 fold.
the downfall of Stephen Smith.
3 fold.
I'll pass him on your handle and get him to give you a message, and hopefully you can sort it out with him. Sam Ingram, Farhad's raise fold off 9 big blinds earlier is on the cusp of making him an extra 4 buy-ins. You're revealing how much you know about the game when you start speaking like that, Sam.
400.
That's why we have opens off 9, because sometimes there's carnage ahead of us, and the ICM on these final tables can be monstrous.
4 fold. Five raise. 1.4. Three raise. All in. Fold. 5 fold. Straight on, please. C3 all in, at risk. Call by
Come
2.
to the all in and call. Main event final table. Katsu is all in and at risk. Called
All
by
in and call.
Reno's
Ace King
sixes.
versus sixes, the most classic of all races. He's not looking good for Ace King right now. Sixes in the lead.
Turn is the 10 of spades.
Turn is a 10.
River.
River, the deuce. Fiorino does eliminate Katsu. $6,125 for his efforts in 8th place.
Big blind special, eh?
Oh, nothing like tough love from a brother, Terry Smith, Stephen's brother. I didn't teach him that. I imagine you probably taught him to hit those draws. Down to 7.
You have some orange in the bottom, yeah? Or is color? Or is the light? No, it's the light. Okay. Thought it was one. I thought one orange there.
I don't mind if it's pink.
Yeah.
You can throw them out as orange if you like.
Put the orange on top, in front it will become pink.
Easy.
7 fold. Eight and answers all in.
Seven, seven, seven.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, all the sevens, yeah.
5, 6, 4, 5.
We were saying seat 7 was
Oh,
going to win.
that one. 777. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we were saying the seat 7's going to win.
Yeah.
Is 7 gonna win?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, C4.
Is 7 gonna win? Of course.
Okay, I'll take first.
We deal for the first.
Alright.
Yeah. When we go ahead, we deal. Good.
Absolutely.
I'm always open.
Me too.
2 calls.
We put something on top for the win.
Stephen with Ace Jack. Going to get the good news with Ben calling in the cutoff.
6, 4, 5.
Ben wielding his chips. Unluckily for Ben, he's going to have
5, 4.
an uphill battle.
6, 4.
Stephen having him outkicked significantly. And taking the opportunity to call off the 4 big blind jam in order to bust a player and see another ICM ladder.
You shit. Well played. Yeah, you're in position.
Flop is 7, 6, 8.
And that's why we do it.
Ben flops a pen.
A7 out in front versus the Ace Jack. Just a Jack now for Stephen. That's not going to be it. We see another one bite the dust. An extremely good performance from Stephen over this week. A couple of final tables in the Premier events, being the Jackstar, and also our main event here. So no doubt a profitable series for him.
Don't forget Fred.
A little bit more fortune from him would have seen him with plenty of chips, but unfortunately missing his pair and a flush draw versus the overpair.
I had one pocket 9 though, to be fair, but no one called me.
I had king 10 then when he shoved it.
I'm not shoving worse than that.
Oh, no, obvious. King 10 off.
Yeah, little shit, eh?
The support coming thick and fast for Chris Mitten.
Small blind, please.
Oh,
You win.
okay.
Yeah, Shockmouth, you're out, bud.
I'm out of position.
You're lucky they don't give me mod privileges just yet. Otherwise, you'd be on the
That's the disadvantage on the short.
bench waiting to be brought back in.
Mindful.
If you guys are looking for free coaching, Wagwan in the Twitch chat is giving us plenty.
Five calls.
I said Jackson.
four.
I was like,
Yeah, he said.
yeah,
Could have been.
looked like it.
Yeah.
7 calls. 3 players. Six checks. Two checks. 5 checks. Six, that's 5, 7, 5. 2 goal. 5 goal.
I made straight.
Straight not good, my brother.
I had a 7.
Still not good.
I know. So I pulled it. Because I want to play heads up.
If when you and I get heads up, go chop chop.
Fake it until you make it, you know?
I ain't no fake or nothing.
You need to believe in it. No, believe.
I'm happy where I'm at. So whatever happens from now on in, I don't care. I'm in the black.
That's good.
In the Jackstar, I shoved wrong. Forget ace. I ran into ace.
2 goes
I
3,
wasn't
25.
disappointed. Hell, I made the money. I was happy.
Okay.
5 folks. 6 folks. Seven folks. Eight folks. Your answer then?
Yep. But I fired 4 bullets. I fired 4 bullets.
Which one?
Jack stuff.
Jack stuff.
I know the feeling.
I had to.
This one only one. I was 6 hours. Every hand had a 4 or a 5 in it. It's gotta get better than this.
Four folks. 5 folks. 6 folks. 7 folks. 6 folks. 9 race, 800.
Ah, my first hand. Okay. Well, second hand.
The second hand, make your mind up, man. First hand.
Oh, I
or
had ace queen earlier.
first hand or second hand?
Second.
Okay. We'll take your word for it, alright?
Five folks.
350.
6 raise, 350. Seven folk, 9 folk. Two raise, 1 million. 4 folks. 520, 5k. Yeah. Thank you. Six folks. One and six next.
Oh, he was tanking with 4 duels. Oh, he was tanking with 4 duels up.
You're asking the wrong man. I have no idea.
Six folks. Seven folks. 9 folks. Two raise. 320. 5 calls. Headbutt. Five checks. Two bets, 180. Five raise, 400. Two falls. One, two, and two this hand.
1, 2, 2. I'll get you to buy up the oranges for me, please. Okay.
1, 2, 2.
Selling the orange chips to seat 5 in between hand cuts.
75. Thank you.
25.
Small blind for 1. 100 now. So that's 25. Yep, that's your small blind, and then that's 25 for.
It's 25. And we'll count you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that one's yours. Yeah.
I think we might have every person in Ireland watching the stream. The Facebook comments are going absolutely wild.
4.
No, it's 400. Two falls. Four falls. Five falls. 300.
Raise. 1.5.
6 raise, 1.5, 9 falls. Nine falls. Two falls. Four falls. Five falls.
Make it color. 4.
6 calls. Just one more, Jim. 7 calls. 7 checks.
Get him in?
Yep. A few more in seat 7 as well.
Top and bottom pair for Farhad.
7 bet. 450. 6 falls.
I do not know why he chose to play his hand like that, top and bottom. extremely strong.
Chip raise something, please.
Yes. Alright, spare 5Ks out in front, please.
100 in.
Right, that's right.
Give me four reds, please. Easy. Okay, you're all gonna want one. That's for sure.
Thank you.
3, 2,
2 pieces.
2 pieces. Ace on ace.
Easy.
That's it. Thank you.
I have a flush. Yes, I have
You win.
2 pieces.
I had a 3 clubs. Better flush, not flush.
Whatever you say.
Small blind for 1. One chip up went to 7. And who got the second 25K? 1 to 9, 1 to 7.
Sorry?
It's all good. He was just asking who got the chip ups. 1 to 7, 1 to 9. Three folds, 4 folds, 5 calls,
Did this increase?
6 folds.
Total news.
Five calls, 6 folds, 7 raise all in, 9 folds.
Pocket tens for Farhad. Gonna jam from the small blind. Fiorino, ace 4-0.
1,250,000.
He's probably gonna have to call.
5 calls.
It is a hand you would rather be jamming with than calling, though.
We're going to all in and call on final table on the main event. Is all in?
All in. 10, 7.
Farhad's all in and at risk with pocket tens. He's up against the ace 4 off. We go to a flop of ace 7 deuce.
And that's why we call it off. Unfortunately for Farhad, he's going to need 1 of 2 tens remaining.
Rivers in 3.
And the big blind does make a straight. Farhad has finished in 6th place.
You on all that walk there?
When you're hot, you're hot.
We got 5 players. What?
Dead bottom.
Dead button. Alright, Dylan, you have a deal change. Press luck.
Is that bar closed, is it?
I'll find out for you.
What was that?
The bar.
Oh, they usually close really quick. I think it's like a 10 o'clock bar.
10, 20, 10. Yeah, 20 to 10. I got a Guinness in, but it's in the other bar.
Fold. Fold. Call. Check. Check. Bet 200,000. Call.
Yep, no worries. It's just someone down there.
Check.
I don't think so, no. Thank you.
Declan does turn top pair in the small blind, Ben with the straight draw and bottom pair in the big. I'd love to see Declan jam this.
All in. All in.
Great play, Deck.
2.825. Yep.
I got a 10.
All in.
Ben does make the call. Declan and his top pair at risk. He is blocking Ben's straight draw.
Nice clean. Nice and clean, please.
7 outs for Ben. 4 sevens, 3 twos, and of course
We have another all-in
pairing
call
his
up on
3.
the main event.
Sorry,
Is it Declan?
repeating 3.
Yeah.
Declan's all in and at risk with 10 deuce. It's been called by the 3-5 on a 3-4-6-10 board. 10 deuce is currently ahead. River is an 8. 10 deuce.
That is clean for Declan. He will double.
2825.
I keep turning you, Ben. Gross. Ben Turner.
It's blind, right?
Fold. Fold. Raise to 400. Fold. Fold.
This is a very, 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 very unconventional hand. Ben has opened
Check.
from the button. Fiorino has check called with Queen 3 on the river. He has the Queen of Diamonds. Does he intend on turning it into a bluff? It looks like it. That is exactly what he's doing.
600.
He's betting 600,000, which is 3 bigs. Ben's hand is unfortunately not connected with the board enough to be able to bluff, and the chips are too important for him to do anything else other than fold in frustration, I believe.
Call.
Sorry. The 3 is gonna win the pot. Still 5 left in the final table. I missed your comment earlier, Con, but hello, mate. Thank you very much for joining us.
Fold. Fold. Fold.
Constantine.
Call.
Your Uncle Con, great to see him on another final table.
Right.
And Dean Heyman,
Raise to 750.
watching this and living remotely really makes me want to play a series somewhere. Best of luck, guys. I'm out. We'll see you at the next one, mate. Aplpt Canterbury Hurlstone Park. We will see you there.
Check. Check. Bet 300. Call. Call. Check. Check. Go down.
Pocket eights will take down the pot.
Yeah, James. Fold. 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 7 duck. 7 duck.
Really?
Oh. 7 do so. Fold. 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 Fold.
Eleanor in the YouTube chat, when it's quiet for so long and then the commentator starts talking, it literally makes me jump out of my seat. The sound of the chips lol puts me into a nice calming state. Eleanor, if I was to develop a white noise machine that had chip riffles, would you purchase it? Gabriel asking, is the 777 entrants including rebuys, or was there 777 individual players? Gabe, there was 777 total entries. There were 522 unique. I did 222 buy-ins myself, which has got me working for free this week in the booth. No, I'm joking. You could do 2 a flight though. So the max is, I believe the max was 10 bullets.
Bet 300. Fold.
What did he raise me with?
When?
You'll see. Oh, you did. You had it. You had ace king.
I'm over it.
Fold. Raise 400 there.
Raising with fresh air is not an option.
That's delayed, isn't it?
Yeah. 20 minutes.
Raise. 1,050,000. Fold. Fold.
1,050,000 was it?
1,050,000. Call. Check.
Lofty, I don't know if anyone did the full 10. I did 3 myself personally, but I only played a couple of flights. So, yeah.
Check. 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 Bet. 875.
King 9 suited for Ben. Declan with a bluff catcher, but that's about all he's got.
see it later.
Fold.
Huh? I think I'm good. You fucker. Oh, sorry. Nice bluff, Ben. Hey? He's lying. He's lying. Hey?
Can't even be honest at the table without people thinking.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah, man, how rough is that? How rough is that?
Butterchook, Ben seems like a crusher. He is certainly one of the better tournament regs around Brisbane, that's for sure. I believe that this may be his best result if he goes on to win. Let me check Hendon. We'll be able to find out pretty quickly.
Check. Check. Check.
Ben has a live cash of 105,000 US dollars. So let me check what that was.
550.
Bet 550. Fold.
Ben, of course, back in August of 2022, won the Centurion at the APL Million.
See it anyway.
Oh wow, fuck it.
In August. And if you were to check out Ben's Hendon mob, he has 400,000 in Hendon. And it is across the span of about 150 different results. So what that tells you is Ben is consistent. So buy-ins between 250 right up to 2,500. Ben is in the thick of them all. Brisbane, of course, has a very diverse and frequent tournament schedule across all of the providers.
Fold. Raise. 400,000. Fold. Fold. Call. Check. 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 Check.
Ah, I can't bluff, I win. No, you good.
King high for Chris.
Yeah, the four card flush there, man. Yeah. Oh, stiff.
Sorry, Ben. I thought I was good. Yet again, I call for the play and get you on the turn.
Yeah.
Pretty sick.
Fold.
Oh shit.
Fold. Fold.
Yeah, boys.
Fold.
Declan lets go the 8-5 off in the small blind.
Oh really?
Electing not to play that one out of position against big bet Turner. Just saw Dipper's comment. Unfortunately, he finished 12th in the main. another great run for him, but not quite enough to get to the final table. I was looking forward to having him in the commentary booth with me last night because I was on site at Sharks. Was going to try and steal Dip's brain for 20 minutes, but wasn't to be. He was too busy on final table of the 450 mini high roller. That one, probably the best waste of time, as he mentioned to me hours earlier, that he's ever had, finishing in third.
Check.
I say waste of time because Dipper was playing that one before the 1100 shot clock, and unfortunately, he just couldn't find a way to bust. So he had to win 10 grand in that event instead of the shot clock. 1.5 big blind bet for Chris. Off of only 12 blinds. Ben will call. Like no other, Ben Turner turns a set, but Chris now has top pair and a flush draw. He's going to need to improve.
Bet 500,000.
Because Ben will put in a hefty check raise here. Wants to get the money in now before a scary river card for his opponent. But he's going to find a quick call from Chris. Pair and a flush draw. Good enough to see the river.
We have an all-in and call on the main event.
I know that all of Ireland will be cheering for a club.
Chris is all in.
Ace, King, Queen, Jack, 6 or 4 of clubs.
Been called by Ben on the turn with
We'll do it.
Chris has got a flush draw. But there's the 10 of diamonds.
Trip 10s will not do it. Ben does fill up, and we see Chris bow out in 5th for $12,120, or about 30 buy-ins, which is huge. Constantine referencing how many times the 8s have been getting there. Unfortunately for everyone else, we see Ben Turner jump back over the 50 big blind mark. Ben the Pest will continue the pressure. We're going to be here for a while. Declan is our short stack with 30 bigs, so there's plenty of play left in this one.
Can do. He just want to slide you over to seat 4, is that alright? Can we slide you over to seat 4? Yeah. And would you mind going over to seat 8? Yeah?
Yeah, good. I want to see Declan sweat.
Hey?
See Declan's face.
Yeah, sure.
Watch him sweat.
Enough out of you.
Fold. Fold. Fold.
Didn't you race before?
King Queen suited for Declan under the gun will open.
Raise. 425.
Jack 3 suited for Ben in the cutoff. Probably just going to need to let it go.
Fold.
Deuce 4 in the small blind. Going to probably pass that one in. And then 9-5 suited for Constantine. He's going to let it go as well.
Fold. Fold. Fold.
Alex Alford referencing Ben's Nike fit. Ben is, of course, the son of Tiger Woods and the nephew of Michael Jordan. So Ben does have a deal with Nike, the first poker player in history to be sponsored by Nike. I know that Ben was approached by Under Armour after his Centurion deal. The Centurion win in August of 2022. But family loyalty led Ben to continue to wear the Nike, and I know that he's just he has just reinstated his deal, and I think he's the first poker player in history to receive the lifelong deal with Nike. So yeah, pretty cool. Ben, of course, electing to use the bench press over a golf club. They aren't watermelons in his shirt, they're just his biceps. Opal, the camera adjustments, I believe there might have been a little bit of movement in the camera, so Brendan was just readjusting them. The cameras are fixed, but sometimes they can be out of frame, so Brendan, our stream guru, just adjusted them in the background.
Check.
Yeah, Lofty. A little bit of trolling from me there, but I know that Ben works really hard on his physique, and he's a man of the gym, so he is in pretty good nick. Of course, not sponsored by Nike, but if we can organise that with Nike, I'm sure he'll be accepting of it. Ben and his roommate Naman Mirza are both gym rats.
Bet 800,000. Fold.
16s for the moment, Kingswood. This time next year, I reckon we'll be looking at 18 or 19s. No Hulk Hogan, but he's getting there.
380.
blind off as well. 153. Fold. Fold. Call. Check. 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 Bet 300. Fold.
These players probably aren't far from a break. I have no idea when it is, though.
New dealer.
For a bloke who wears a watch as often as I do, it's hard to keep track of time.
Hello, Dan.
Hello.
Some of us are still here.
Just double check one. He's in box 2, 4, 6, and 8.
Alex, the consummate professional, triple checking which boxes he's dealing to. Alex and his partner Kate are two of the jewels in the crown at APL. They are both exceptional dealers and even better people. So always important to shout out the
Two folds.
staff members on the opposite side of the felt who keep the wheels turning. Alex and Kate, certainly two of those.
Call. 6 calls. 8 checks. Heads up. 6 check. 8 check. 6 check. 8 check. 6 check.
Check.
8 check.
9.
Great readout, Ben. Good readout. Oh, he turns the pair. Well played.
Small blind, please. Declan.
What a genius.
No, he didn't say anything.
Yeah, you got me back.
He was
Fair's fair.
he was ecstatic then.
Call. 6 calls.
Queen 9 suited, Ace Deuce suited, King 5 suited, Queen 10 offsuit, all 4 players to the flop.
Four-handed lip. Let's go.
What would happen if we saw 3 diamonds on the flop? That'd be wild.
8 checks. 2 checks. 4 checks. 6
Oh, thankfully, that wasn't the case, but we did see Ben flop trips in a limped pot. Queen 9 for Declan, going to take a stab.
300.
He's going to get the bad news. Ben blocks. Sorry, Ben doesn't block a flush. Ben just has trips. Four-handed, pretty good hand. Is Ben going to raise to protect against the 2 flush draws? Potentially.
2 raise, 900.
Yes, sir. He does increase the wager.
Eight calls. That's up.
Lofty, not sure if you're still in the YouTube chat, mate, but typically only considered a deal if the blinds catch up to the stacks. So, for example, if the big blind average was maybe 7 to 15 bigs with 3 or 4 players left, the players may consider a deal. But all of these guys are pretty deep, and I know that Ben Turner will be pretty keen to play on. Ben is a end boss crusher. So I know he'll be excited to... This is a very big spot. So Declan has checked over 10s full of 9s. Ben has rivered quads. If Ben targets the 9 by an overbet jam, it's going to be very hard for Declan to fold. Ben just needs to determine whether Declan... Yeah, he's going to go for it. Declan doesn't love it, but I don't know if he'll be able to fold. This is, again, one of those spots where Ben has gone for the lot rather than a smaller size. I don't know if you guys remember, but when Ben had the ace-jack against Benny earlier in the final table, Ben has jammed that same spot and then this spot with quads. So he's targeting a wider portion of Declan's range, and of course he just has the nuts, but if we're all in sometimes when we have 2 pair, and we're also all in when we have quads, it makes it more likely that Declan will call. I truly can't see Declan folding, but you can see that he's sick to his stomach. God, it looks like he's going to fold, doesn't it? It really looks like he's going to fold. Oh, come on, Deck. Put him in the middle. 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 The tough thing about this is maybe at best Ben is jamming a 9 as well, so they're chopping. So Declan's potentially thinking, oh my lord! Declan Lou, take a bow.
There's Queen of Clubs.
Look at that for a lay down.
Is that all?
Booze, booze, booze. Guess what I laid down, Banana? Guess what I laid down? Yes.
You must have hated that flop.
Oh,
Constantine.
Yeah, 100.
No
And I
wonder
told
you
I
checked
told
it
the
so
fast.
Mate, that is an extremely good fold.
Absolute genius.
Extremely good fold from Declan. Yeah, wow.
Thanks for showing.
Yeah, unreal fold. Wow, look at the chats going off.
You fucker. I knew it too. I was sitting there going, oh, I can't.
Oh, Declan, you have won yourself some fans.
6 raise, 700. 8 calls.
Oh, Mr. Cameron McNeil joining us in the YouTube chat.
2 calls.
If only Ben grew a big red beard. Kingswood, my nickname for Ben has been Bet Turner for some time. B-E-T. Ben and I played a hand a few years ago where I flopped quads
Yeah. I'm fine.
550.
and Ben got away from the top full house. I can't remember exactly, but it was an insanely good fold. If anyone else can remember when that hand was, I'd love to be able to share it because it was an exceptionally good hand from Ben. And yeah. Cameron McNeil, if only Ben grew a rad ginger beard. There is only room for one rad ginger beard in the poker community. It was a pleasure getting to know you, mate, and certainly a great experience for all of us seeing you on the stream. It was pretty sick. These guys are both pretty deep. Ben can't know that he's got his opponent outkicked this strongly, but once Constantine puts a bit of aggression back in this, Ben's going to call. Bet call. Constantine drawing to a jack. This is a gigantic pot. 26 million in the middle. 8-4 to chop, or a jack for Constantine. River is the 10. Huge cooler for Constantine. Michelle Anunu giving it to Ben a little bit about running hot. There is no greater combo in poker when a extremely strong poker player runs at EV or above EV. You'd have to think trips over trips is probably above. But for Ben to stack one of the biggest stacks, it's hard to see. It's hard to see this going any other way than Ben with a trophy. It's not to say that these guys are going to lay down, but excuse me. Constantine is still in the game. One chip and a chair. Well, it looks like he's got a few chairs, a few chips. Good luck to Constantine on his spin up. One double and he'll be back in it. After he doubled 3 more times, that is. But in all honesty, a final table with 777 entries is pretty good already. Hopefully for all of us, we can see him come back. But for Declan, that fold where he got away from ends full of nines.
600.
If Constantine busts here, that fold will guarantee Declan another $7,000. So even as a short stack, Declan will be pretty happy about that.
4 calls. 600 side.
Deuce 5 off for Constantine. He's going to need to flop pretty well. 10-8 and King Jack the other hands. 10-8 King. Constantine.
4 checks.
I don't know how he goes on to win this. He probably can't.
8 bets. 6.
Sorry. Running trips. 5-5 or deuce-deuce. Maybe that's my issue. Can't read the board.
1.5.
Yeah, I'm all.
8 raise all in.
I got a king.
4 calls.
Two pair versus top pair. Declan needing a jack.
We've got a three-way all in here on the main event final table. Constantine is all in, forced all in the big blind with the 5 deuce. Declan is all in and at risk with King Jack. The big call by seat 4 with the 10-8. The board is 10 King 8.
Plenty of players on the rail cheering them on.
Turn cards are 9.
Turn is a 9. Gives Declan a flush draw and a straight draw. A 9 will now give him the win as well. That is 2 pair for Declan. He does counterfeit the 10-8.
2 pair counterfeit.
Well done, boys.
Huge result for Declan.
What a turn card.
Nice hand.
Nice play, bro. Oh.
$2,850,000. 2,850,000.
Whoa. I understand.
Declan back in at 7.2 million, 24 bigs.
2,850,000. Thank you.
Unlucky, man. But massive turn card. Jeez.
That's small. Yep.
Get small big.
It is. That's small.
Oh, right. Is it? Good to look at. Huh?
Ben and Declan are very good friends, so plenty of friendly competition between the two of them. But I know that they'll be looking forward to a heads-up battle if they can get there. But I know as well, Fiorino is going to put up a pretty hard fight.
What is it, sir?
650.
Six odd. Actually, I don't know. 4, 5, 5. Yeah, about that.
8 checks. Two bets. 350. 8 4. Dead button. Yep.
Oh, we got an APL million seat. What does that mean? Is that the main event?
It is.
It is?
The invitational.
No, Invitational is up top. With the APL.
2026 APL Milligan's main seat.
Main seat.
Small blind for 150.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you all get a million tickets.
Sick.
So if you think about doing deals or whatever, just remember to fuck it.
What was that word?
factor that in because that won't show the 1500 on it.
At the moment,
One you.
top three get the million
The
ticket.
billions. Yeah, main bet.
Full raise, 600. 600. 8 raise, 1.3.
Pocket tens for Declan.
Two calls. Four calls. Heads up. Eight bets, 1.1. Raise 2.2.
Yeah, I'm all in.
It is all in.
I
And
got
four
tens.
calls.
Oh yeah, Fiorino does have two pair again. Declan has the overpair, needing a 3 or a 10. You know what's an interesting turn card? A 7 or a jack would give Declan an open-ender as well.
With the 9-8 offsuit on a 9-8 through ball, Declan is the turn card to 4.
Turn is a 4 or a 3 for Declan.
River is a
Deuce of spades is not going to be it.
Second time, look.
We lose Declan in third. He did everything he could, but out in third for Declan, $23,365. An extremely valiant effort from him. Declan, not a professional, but spends plenty of time around them in the dealer chair, so he's done extremely well himself. We are due for a long and arduous heads-up battle, I believe. Will that be the way it goes? We're going to have a... Well, are we going to have a break? We're probably not. Probably wait for the scheduled break, I think.
Leave that there. We're pushing this over here.
Pushing that over here.
Yeah. Raise to 2.3 million. Fold. 2.3. Small blind, please. Raise to 850.
All right. Welcome back, guys. We are heads up for the Aplpt main event title. Ben Turner and Fiorino Lagrazia. 7-8-3. Ben with just 10 high. Fiorino with pocket fives. Probably going to need a little bit of protection.
Bet 1.5 million.
Big bet. Hard for Ben to call.
Fold.
Going to have to get out of the way.
Raise 600,000.
Ben is going to open with Jack 7. Our big blind will likely defend.
Call. Check.
Queen 8-3.
Check.
Ben checks back. That is a dangerous turn card for Ben
Bet.
because he does improve to second pair. He does have a flush draw, but he's actually got a dominated flush draw with the 7 of spades.
Call.
But he can't get away from it just yet. He does call. River a 5.
Bet 1.5 million. Call. Put it. Call. Raise 950. Fold.
King deuce on the flop.
Check. 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 Bet 600. Call. Check. Check. Six, it's got to be. Thank you. 600. Cool. Check. 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 Bet 1 million. Call.
Well, the tide is swinging one way. Sorry, the tide is flowing one way at the moment. I have a lot of faith in Ben. He still has 47 bigs, but Fiorino, I'm going to be honest, he's got some moves. This is definitely not all over.
Call.
No deal made
Check.
for what we know at the moment.
Check.
9-6-7-6. Ben with an up and down.
Bet 300.
Fiorino with a gut shot. Turn is now 10.
Check.
Ben still with an up and down. Fiorino with a gut shot. Ben going to keep the pressure on. It's going to be very hard for him to not win this pot.
Fold.
Yeah, he's going to let it go. 1 for Ben. 17 for Fiorino.
Raise. 600. Call.
Ben calls with 7-8. And as has been the theme of the show currently, Fiorino makes middle pair.
600.
Ben going to have to let it go. Our dealer, Kyle, with plenty of work ahead of him. These guys are playing at a frantic pace, which is always good to watch, but tough on our dealers.
Raise. 750. Call.
Ace 3-3 on the flop. Fiorino with 10 high, Ben with jack high, and the betting lead.
Bet 600. Fold.
Fiorino going to let it go.
Raised 600.
Ben with 10-9.
Call.
Ace King. That's 10-9. Pretty standard. Ace 5-3.
Check. Check. Bet 600. Fold. Raised to 750. Fold.
Call. Check.
D Money. These guys are. I mean, this is a pretty good heads-up battle. They're pretty deep, but I don't really know. It could be over in 2 hours. It could be over in 3 hands. It just depends on the dynamic that develops. Fiorino has picked off just about every one of Ben's light bets, and distribution is going his way rather than Ben's.
Call.
So all that to say, I said basically nothing. Could be 6 hands, could be an hour. Ben makes the nut straight.
Check.
Unfortunately for Fiorino, he doesn't have a whole lot going on.
Bet 1.1 million.
Ben's going to get a check raise in. How big is Ben going to go? Will he go 4 million? Or will he go bigger? Needs to figure out what he wants to get targeted by in this instance. Sorry, called by what he's targeting.
Right. 3.8 million.
Geez, I'm good. 3.8. Fiorino needs to decide whether his 7 is good enough.
Fold.
Fold. Fold.
Adam Thagard joining us in the comments. Ben Turner is back. Ben Turner never left, Adam. Put some respect on his name.
Call.
Yeah, Alex Alford in the chat.
Hey,
This guy's playing very well for someone with a previous personal best of 3K. I would definitely agree with you. He's got a really good grasp of... I can only assume it's a natural feel for the game, but I mean, just because I don't recognize someone doesn't mean that they don't play a lot. But yeah, I mean, I definitely agree, Alex. Certainly a bit better than your brother, isn't he?
Fold. Reds, 900,000. Call. Check. 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 Bet 1 million.
There's 1 million on the river with 10 high. Heads up is a game where we need to battle it out for every pot.
Call.
Ben does call down with 10 high correctly. Sorry, with king high correctly. We got a game, boys. As far as heads up battles goes, this is actually pretty interesting to commentate. Sometimes when you're commentating a heads up battle, one player runs over the other. But if this was a train track, they're both locomotives. Really scratching the bottom of the barrel there with that analogy. Another analogy might be this is very similar to the run it straight challenge.
Call. Check. Check. Bet 800. Fold. Call. Check. Check. Check.
Check.
It's amazing how recognisable some voices are.
Bet 600. Cool.
You can definitely hear Connor Burns in the background, as well as Hussey Unhide.
Check.
Ben arriving at the river with just 10 high. Fiorino makes the deuce. Ben's going to go for it here. 10 high not going to be the winner. Fiorino going to have to let it go.
Cool. Rez, 1 million. Cool.
Five, three, six. Top pair for Fiorino and middle pair for Ben.
Check. Bet 1.5. Cool. Check. Check.
Trips for Fiorino on the turn. Both players check, check. River, check, check.
Bet 2.5.
$25 million plays 14 million, 36 bigs for Ben and 62 for Fiorino.
Check. Check. Bet 600.
Bottom pair for Fiorino. He does call. Ben with the over pair, of course. Turn is now 4.
Bet 1.2 million. Cool.
River is an 8.
Check.
Fiorino checks. Ben, very under-repped hand, but that is a spicy river. Any 7 and lots of 2-pair combinations now as well. But Ben is going to go for value.
800,000.
Fiorino, does he have enough to call down? I don't personally think so. It is... Well, he's just not a believer, it seems. Jacks for Ben. Great value bet from Ben. 3.4 million going his way.
Call. Raise to 1 million.
Ben going to ISO the limp. Fiorino going
Fold.
to let it go.
Then you ain't closing, bro. Oh yeah, fair. I got to do my job. Call. Check.
And verse 6 deuce.
Bet.
Gut shot for Jack 10.
Call.
Bet of 400k and a call with a gut shot himself. Ben with Jack high in the lead. Fiorino with just the gut shot. Plenty of moxie though. For Mackenzie Alford out there, moxie means courage. I know you're a little bit young to understand that one. Ben with, let's bet on the turn, which is probably going to be enough to shake off Fiorino.
Fold.
800,000.
Ace king for Ben. Got a 3-bet.
2.4 million.
Fiorino with just jack high. He's gonna maybe have to let this one go.
Fold. Call. Check. Check. Bet 400. Call. Check. Check.
10 high, gonna be the winner, but will Ben be able to get it there?
Bet 1 million. Fold.
Ben is gonna take it down. We are neck and neck again. 20.4 plays 18.4.
Call. Raise to 1 million. 100 more. Bet 800,000. Raise to 1.6 million. Call. Check.
1 million.
Middle pair for Fiorino. Ben with 2 overs and a flush draw on the 8, but the king on the turn. Maybe a little bit of concern for him, but can't imagine Ben will be folding just yet. Ben is going to squeeze to 3.6 million, blocking the flushes. Pretty nice hand from Ben so far. Really putting Fiorino to the test here. Yeah, gonna let it go. Aggression gets it done, as it so often does. Believe that will probably push Ben up towards the 25 million chip mark. Yeah, 24 million, plays 15. So Ben now with a bit of a lead. For really the first time in our match. Fiorino had it over Ben for the first hour or so.
Call. Check. 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 Check.
Couple of questions in the chat regarding which event was on in the background. I believe that is the Shot Clock Terminator. So for every knockout, there's a $200 KO. Those guys are playing for 8,500 up top, and the 100K invitational seat. $81 entries in the Shot Clock. $660 buy-in. Always a popular event. A series saver for some of us, but not all, unfortunately. Multiple bullets in the Jackstar or Centurion can really put a dent in your week. But if you had a couple of cashes, 8.5 grand will probably get you back in front, given the buy-ins from this series.
Res to 1.4 million.
Regardless of the outcome of this one, it's been an entertaining heads-up battle, for sure. Like I said earlier, sometimes we see one-way traffic or a cooler, but these guys have been going back and forth, battling it out. So definitely an entertaining format.
Check.
Heads-up is, once we get some playability, and these guys have got plenty. Just to confirm, no deal made between these guys at the moment.
Bet 1 million. Fold.
Raniako asking, when are the blinds going up? These blinds go up every 30 minutes. As does...
Call.
Raise 900,000. Call. Check. 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 1 million. Fold. That's next level. Yeah. Call. Check.
We have not seen a pre-flop fold yet. Call or open has been the theme of the day, which, with a big blind ante, theoretically is the way to go. So that's what all those GTO nerds reckon. I don't believe in that stuff myself. If you got it, you got it.
Bet 800. Call. Check. Bet 2.8 million. This is 4.5. It's gonna be, yeah. I'm gonna fold.
And forth the chips go. How are we going to see them all get in the middle? Cooler? Yeah, probably.
Call. Raise to 1.2. Call.
Ace 997. 5-5 Jack.
Check. 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 Bet 1 million. Call.
Ben calls it off with ace high. Going to pick that one up.
Raise to 900. Fold.
$20 mil plays 19, as it was an hour ago.
Raise to 1.4 million.
Jack 9 for Ben in the big blind. Going to come along.
Check.
Jack 5 deuce.
Bet 2 million.
What should be done for Ben other than just call? Needs to keep
Call.
all of Fiorino's bluffs in. Turn is a 6.
Check.
Fiorino going to size up again. We are in the streets now.
Bet 3 million.
Ben for sure will know that. If I were Ben, I would be calling the turn. Letting Fiorino continue to bluff.
Call.
It is not the river that
Check.
Ben is worried about. He does check. Fiorino going to launch. Looks like he's sizing way up.
Bet
6
3
million or so. 3 million, sorry. Ben is going to call.
Call. Showdown.
Queen high.
Jack.
I believe that will swing the momentum back in Ben's way, pushing him towards 28, 29, 30 million now. So just 9.2 for Fiorino. 23 bigs, still plenty, but that chip lead for Ben now 51 blinds ahead, which is plenty.
Call. Check.
7-5 plays 7-5. Identical hands for the boys here.
Check. 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 Check.
fuck?
Twins.
It's 25 mils, 250. Yeah, that's 225. Cheers.
Yeah, red's a 50.
It's alright. Call. Check. 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 Check.
Queen.
Chop, chop.
Facebook chat asking, has there been a deal made? There has not. Adam reckons that this can't go on much longer. Adam may be from the future, so we'll try and disregard his comments.
Call.
Queen Jack versus pocket nines. This may be one of those ones where we see a lot of chips in the middle.
Call.
Ben going to call. Play a pot in position. King, queen, deuce. No good for the pocket nines.
Check.
This does smack Ben's range.
Check. Check.
Ben playing it very slow. Trying to squeeze some value. And it looks like he's going to get some. Wouldn't surprise me to see Ben go big here. Not at all. Ben blocks, flushes. And he has two pair. He does jam. Ben is obviously targeting a hand like Ace King or King 10 or something like that. Fiorino, unfortunately, his pocket nine's no relevance to the board, so anything that is value is, yeah. Just 10 bigs for Fiorino now.
Call.
66 for Big Ben Turner.
Check.
When I say Big Ben, I'm not referring to his chip stack. I am only talking about his biceps.
Check. Check. Check.
8-4 first Jack 4 on 5-5 Queen 4. They're chopping it up. They just don't know it.
Fold.
Oh, Ben's going to let it go. King 8-0 for Bluff Dog on the button. Gonna let it go.
Call. All in. Fold. No, I'm not. Yeah. You're big. Raise. 1 million. All in.
Ben wielding the stack.
Call. Showdown, please.
Oh yeah, this is unexpected. Ben jams with King 10. Fiorino calls off with 10-5 suited. Ben is in the best spot you can hope for.
Flop is 8-3 deuce.
8-3 deuce. Ben fading.
Turn is the deuce of diamonds.
Just a 5.
River is the jack of spades.
All right. Ben Turner, ladies and gentlemen, your Aplpt Gold Coast main event champion. Ben adding another main event title to his trophy cabinet. 63,000 for Ben, 38,000 for Fiorino. Look, I mean, he truly surprised me with the fight he put up. Ben is an extremely talented poker player, and Fiorino has in turn proven himself to be extremely talented as well. So congratulations to Ben. Commiserations to Fiorino, but guys, thank you very much. My name again, if you missed it earlier, Liam Murray. Remember that next week we are off to the Canterbury Hurlston Park RSL Club in Sydney for the APL 600. Features a $600 main event with a $600K prize pool guaranteed. The Centurion comes with a $200,000 guarantee, and the Jackstar a massive $300,000 in the guarantee. I'm looking forward to seeing how big that prize pool gets. It will be ginormous, but I'm going to leave it with you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and thank you very much for joining us this week. All the best and have a great night. Bye.